10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Incredibly strong here right now with that Aghanim Shard, one of the big winners of the most recent patch. Of course, every time Sprout ends up, every time a tree falls from Sprout, you get a greater treant, which is 3 times the AP and attack damage of your lesser treants, which you spawn with Nature's Call. And you can only have 2 up at a time, but you can just keep on dropping Sprout to resummon them and absolutely body towers. Like, just chunk towers 100 to 0 if you're not careful. So that's something you have to look out for. It's something that Grumlow plays a lot as well, so it's a bit of a deny pick there too. Although I would say that Grumlow plays it a little bit like a coward, you know, away from his opponents, avoiding confrontation. You know how it is.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Monkey King.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Boy Daddy. Is that his name now? He gave me permission to call him B-Cod for a little while in the interview. I imagine that permission has been rescinded as it's been a week now. We'll have to grab
Dire team
something
back.
to do, by the way, is the players in East team to see if we can grab our post-game interview. We can do that in the next game though. So if chat has any ideas or suggestions. That's true. It's just going to be them winning. It'll be a quick 2-0.
10 seconds remaining.
Absolutely.
5 seconds remaining.
You disgusting banner. I mean, last time we brought. Are we even?
Dire team.
Arkosh for post-game interview. At the last time, Grumlow was talking about his OnlyFans. Last post-game interview. Well, I hope you get knocked out of the lower division.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, we'll see how this one goes. Anyhow,
5
bans, let's talk
remaining.
those. Liv got rid of then Oracle, so getting rid of the support here, which makes sense. Probably going to play the Monkey King on 1 or 2, then they just profit into a 3. They get rid of Oracle is a bit interesting, given that Bat Rider's already banned out by themselves too. So one of the go-to candidates of the Bat Rider, being able to break the stacks of the Sticky Napalm with that Fortune's End, and break the last with the False Promise. Ursa and Troll Warlord got rid of the other side, so taking care of the big carries that can fight into the Monkey King inside his Wukong's command. Wraith King's still in the pool though, so I imagine that one to be grabbed up next, but comes online a little bit slower than Ursa the Troll Warlord. And Earthshaker and out last here. That was a hell of a performance, Z-Freak, his Earthshaker. Although we did see the, what was it that you said? Don't bring that over here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Walked up into, who was it that was sitting up there? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It was a funny moment for sure. That was another big winner of the Item Shards, by the way. The Earthshaker. When you use any ability, the Aftershock will echo out onto the Fissure, so you can keep people stunned down from a very long distance, pretty long time. Very cool. OD banned out last year. You know who's still in the
10 seconds
which is a little surprising to me, is Ricky.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Double shaman.
Dire team pick.
Dusk.
And they go with that's a lot of aggression on their side, but still, probably gonna be playing the puck into a core role now. I doubt they're gonna be playing a Tusk 3. That's probably gonna be puck
10
mid or
seconds
off
remaining.
lane, most likely mid. It limits your
5
options. You don't really
seconds remaining.
play Spirit Heroes as much when you're playing against the puck. It's also a pretty good pick against the Nature's Prophet. I like it for those reasons. But yeah, very aggressive lineup here. Not sure how they round this one out though. I think a Juggernaut is in the cards for Arkosh. Interesting. So, what you're saying is, you want to see a Phantom Lancer then?
Radiant team pick.
Also, no. A decent grab against the Tusk against the puck. One of the big reasons I like it is, you try to snowball save someone, you usually have to walk through this. The Malice, your snowball is disabled by the Pit of Malice.
10 seconds
Can't do
remaining.
anything while you're rooted there. And then nice follow up from the Shadow Shaman a lot of the time.
5 seconds
So,
remaining.
It does. Because normally you want to play super
Radiant
far
team
forward
back.
when you're playing the Underlord, and Victor punishes that pretty hard.
Assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team
Probably. I mean, you could always run it in the safe lane or mid, but it's probably going to be a 4-position Prophet. Or a 5-position Prophet for that matter. That's something I see run on occasion. Actually do run
Radiant team back.
that sometimes with our team. And a couple officials, we run that one. Storm Spirit got rid of next. Something that gets onto the back line. It's hit and miss against the puck, Puck is able to shut it down decently with the Dream Coil, with the silence,
10
leans the
seconds
Storm
remaining.
Spirit a lot of the time, but the game goes on, you force puck to
5
build
seconds
duels because you're
remaining.
doing your Orchid Rush. Storm eventually build a BKB, can deal with a lot of Puck's kit. So if you get outpaced by simply 2-base, then you're in a lot of trouble. And Iolite is a very scary mid laner to play against. Did you the Void Spirit, the Ember Spirit here next? I mean, the rule of thumb for me, I've talked to you about this a number of times, but you're in doubt for what to round out your draft with. If you have most solutions already, you just grab a Spirit Hero. Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Interesting. Veto banned out last. Another Anything that avoids confrontation. Meanwhile, you know, the very cool guys on Simply TOOBASED, they
10
thrive in
seconds remaining.
confrontation.
5 seconds remaining.
And when we think, Mars is still in the pool, but last time we saw Grimlow and Mars, he had a pretty bad performance. I don't think it really suits his style of play, although it's too good to not to get. Well, here we go, Leshrac. So they're going for early aggression and push, and then they're going to fall back on this Phantom Assassin, it seems.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They can mix things up a little bit based on what Simply TOOBASED last pick here, which I do like from their draft. It's just a surprising amount of strategy coming from a team of monsters. I don't hate Juggernaut against this. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of magical damage coming up from them. It stops the Tuscan from the Witch Doctor. And they take a Tree Protector last. Okay, so it's probably gonna be a pause 1 Nature's Prophet? Pause. Yep. I mean, yeah. So I'm favoring the draft here from Simply TOOBASED. I think that Arkosh, they have potential to take a bunch of early team fights and win. I think Simply TOOBASED could fall off, but Arkosh promised me a 90-minute match in the lobby here. I'm not sure we're going to see that one. No, believe it or not, that Arkosh have a long history of breaking their word, Mickey. But, well, we'll see how they do this game. Out is Witch Doctor. I'd imagine it's more of a Crow style hero, though. lowered the armor a couple patches ago. Simply two-based, man. Yeah. It's gonna be very easy to harass a pale horse here.
Did I do that?
You did. We're denied there, though.
With me.
Oh my god. Goat absolutely bodied there when he has to pop his south into the lane. Pale horse dropped incredibly low as well.
Uproot and after them.
I mean, this is one of the weaknesses of this offlane. I prefer here with some magic immunity against the Leshrac and the top. Like Juggernaut would be able to spin away, and you know, avoid that splitter up with the spin as well. You see the cast animation. Lane though.
First victim.
Boris manages to keep alive though, using the just call treants to body block them, but nice recovery there, and the kill actually ends up going the way of the Phantom Assassin. So that's first blood, a lot of net worth. So down so hard after all, sitting at 1.3k now, even barely any CS.
Uproot you.
Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Again, the game somewhat quicker. It's the plan of like the very aggressive early heroes, Witch Doctor, Tusk, Leshrac, you know, great at taking out lots of early damage. Make space for this Phantom Assassin, get him online, then try to take the game late with that one. So allowing the game to go late in this Midas build.
Oh, yes, that's a
Close in.
Yeah. Off the mark there. So this tri lane all of a sudden has failed. I think he just lost and started sending heroes elsewhere at this point. And that's just him denying neutrals. Feed your cameraman, unlike Slack's and Gremlin relationship, where he does not get food. What do you expect from a Slack's sports organization? Oh yeah, Greg organization. Greg.
Got it.
Fortune's change.
Apparently I have
This is good.
Illusion!
We haven't had a chance to talk about lane, which we might get a chance now that catapults are out and about and heroes are now rotating 5-minute mark.
No.
It's gone pretty even. I mean, more denies on the side of TOOBASED here. Actually,
Stay frosty.
yep, illusions actually benefit from the damage at all, but do apply the slow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Back off.
It's not.
Haste.
Yeah. It'd be absolutely ridiculous. Wind Run works for full damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A bold choice of words. Yeah, doesn't get. You don't get to go first item battle here in Phantom Assassin in this lane, but you know you're almost level 6. You're going for these power treads first. You probably get battle tree afterwards because it's still good. You want to be playing into the late game. Then with the Desolator first on the PI, wouldn't be particularly surprised, you know. Kind of punish the fact that Tri-Lane didn't go well and outpace him completely.
Oh, yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I protected
It was spicy. It wasn't lost from getting that kill on the something. Well, Empyrean ended up grabbing that one. Extra gold his way, but you'd rather have them pop off with a good performance in the mid. Speaking of his performance,
Dire's middle tower
unlike in the
is under
last
attack.
series, we actually saw a lot of these skill points. Knew we would be able to get the off on once it ended. Once he realized, when he started using Primal Spring, he started dropping all of his points into it. He realized that's the way to go for this game. I do like what he did there quite a bit. Look at him farming with this skill, and with this arcane rune. Absolutely amazing performance out of this guy. What you'd expect of an eye like God.
Stay near.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Or one of the most important objectives in the game, having your own team up when after taking the enemies down, just give you so much control over the map, access to the enemy team, the jungle. I mean, the possibilities are now endless for them. When playing
Radiant's
Nature's
middle
Prophet, your
tower
map
is
feels
under
that much
attack.
smaller. It's that much easier for them to invade. So,
Dire's bottom
not going to be
tower is
happy
under
about that
attack.
one. The fallback is holding the triumph. Definitely net worth advantage pretty quickly after losing that initial tier 1 tower. So around the 10-minute mark, net catapult spawn. They'll probably have to mount up a push of their own, take advantage of Gremlo here with this maxed out Diabolic Edict.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gather round. I despair. retract your last move.
A little too gritty and punished for too happy with himself getting out. Just like. That was in the top lane. Everyone is busy elsewhere, but any extra towers off of that one. Top lane clears out this creep wave after that. For his boots to travel first. Well, I don't know. This mask feels pretty good in a couple here. Ooh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They just got for Phantom. I don't know. Arkosh, they're up to something fishy in my
Radiant's
neutral
bottom
drop
tower
sometimes.
has fallen.
We'll talk to the admins about this after the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Once they're already set up under the tower, it becomes too difficult to defend at that point. If you keep the way in with monkeys forever, great. You do that spam with the creep, but you're a little bit slow getting there, and they shoved in the lanes. You're gonna want to their eyes mid lane though. It's a little bit harder to get one tower, and you know, Boris has been doing a decent job keeping this lane in. But got a next objective here. Take full advantage of the Diabolic Edict on the left track. Speaking of bursting, the assassin has opted not to go death, but go for the ballot area, which is a standard. When I saw that Orb of Corrosion, thought he might be going deeper later and just play like super aggressive on the PA, but you can't punish that pretty hard, you know, with the lockdown from Prophet, or sorry, the lockdown from Underlord, Shadow Shaman, and Overgrowth in the Treant. So farming out and trying to take the late game, I think, is the move.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Sure that the Overgrowth was even worth committing, that given the fact that she was so far away from anybody being able to help her there, but you know, most of that kill, this PA is worth a lot, being the top net worth here on the side of the Radiant. So about almost 1,000 XP and 600 gold there.
Double damage.
Outrageous.
Interesting. It's very odd for you to see pick Desolate not like a Battlefield or Random Scepter right away on the Monkey King, but they might be trying to just one out as early as possible, and it would help you towers going to make. And it. Bootstraps. I mean, if anybody understands Shadow Shaman, what the plays to make on this hero is, it's got to be Z-Freak. I mean, he'll clear the ancients again, 15-minute mark, ward's still up for another 15 seconds. Z-Freak God.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
this is what they need to learn. They don't need to know how to die on your Treant Protector. They want to learn how to farm neutrals with Serpent Wards. We're educating right now. Yes. Oh, Grandma's not gonna text him from all 1,000 units away. They keep it's difficult for them to take this mid tower, though. You know, they do have the heroes in one. You know, just being able to tear through it, but this damage they do to it is going to stay. Is what we keep in mind here.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Haste! Stay near.
No, I would say be the monkey gets the top one.
Dark room, Tycho.
You end up losing your trajector, and yes, they're able to respond very quickly for the Phantom Assassin at top lane, given the fact that T1 is still up, but it doesn't matter. Ends up getting taken. Yeah, you take the trade protector for PA, you'll take any day of the week. Nice try.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Come on. I'm helping you out. I'm doing you a favor here. Cancel the teleport. Nice job cutting the creep wave to stopping any possible aggression here. They are set up in the mid lane, but we discussed this one. Monkeys forever, just being able to smoke these creep waves. If you're not set up ahead of time, just let them defend before they get to the tower. Yeah. Arkosh, a bit odd for 2 base. We just whip themselves into shape.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, that's true. My bad. Rookie mistake by me. Just reach in. Regen's too quick. They don't get to push that tower in the mid lane because they all dark rifted back, but they do have available bottom.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Midnight Pulse, Nova, it's the same thing. Unless you meant Pulse Nova. Diabolic eating damage you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Good. A hero for sure. Maybe we'll get a chance to see some Enigma when back playing. He's one of the few people that can display that hero in the current patch. Bottom lane, just pressing this tower here. Drop the serpents on it. Canis ends up clearing a lot of gold off of it. Just, oh my, trapdoor spider Dota. Oh, he's already dead.
Whoa, look at me go!
No.
This is
Masters of the Veil honor your death.
To solitude I return.
He did bring it over here, and then
The Phantom strikes.
the tree over here as well. Oh.
Radiant's top tower is under
That
attack.
had to have been a communication error. Yeah. And he's like, no. Yeah, and Zephyr probably said no.
Radiant's top tower
and
is under
then he
attack.
just probably committed anyways there. How the events happen in
The seeds
my
of
head. Anyways, for this 41 minutes into the game, he actually opted to complete his his Mjolnir rather than the Aghanim shard for his Sprout, which is interesting.
Dire are scanning.
Gather round.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
triple kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, and nothing that the Puck was able to do. I'm hexed up immediately, biding his time there on Zephyr, and he ends up going down, but
Radiant's
you
bottom
get so
tower
much
is
for
under
it.
attack.
Very easily worth it. In fact, they're not taking these wins. They want to go for rope.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere as well. Barely, well, gold lead last like a minute here. It is about to go down though.
Oracle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, this is what needs to happen though. The Phantom Assassin
Dire's
needs
top
to
tower
be
is
keeping
under
up in
attack.
pace with eventually outcarry the heroes on TOOBASED. This is their win condition here on Arkosh. They either win the early game and kind of snowball off an advantage and shove lanes down with the left track, or they stall out for long after the PA just becomes a hero who's one-shotting people. That's what they have to fall back on right now. So as long as PA keeps up with farm, they don't lose too much of their map, they're going to be in all race. Put the ability. Yep. I think they coiled to get the disengage off there. No, go.
Oh, look at it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Did manage to get Z-Freak to drop those mass effort ones. The fight comes out clearing out the creep waves. If nothing else, We'll slow down the push.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Trees
The horse dies as well. And just like that, we were up 8 a moment ago. Now 13k net worth advantage. You've lost your racks. You need to be holding on to as much as you can here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that lane naturally shoving in. If you can start to get 2 towers now, I mean, give yourself susceptible to getting backdoor this profit as the game goes on. If the game goes on here, another 4 dead on the PA and 27 on puck.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh no. Boris and goat. 500.
Gather round.
God, look, they'd be able to turn it there, but you know, heroes go down, becomes too scared for Phantom up and doesn't have the damage. And this Desolator is still online. Oh, that's the best way to put it. All of a sudden, it's online. Any mistake that Arkosh made punished so heavily. And once the BKB was up for the monkey, you just couldn't bring him down anymore. All magical damage. PA quite gotten enough items. I mean, the BKB was there, but the Desolator wasn't. Maybe one more item would have done enough damage to blow people up. But TOOBASED, knowing this
Radiant team ban.
For 2 base and just fight after fight, completely wiping heroes on Arkosh.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Yeah, there were some moments of brilliance, though. I guess some
Radiant
miscommunication
team
moments
ban.
2 base,
Dire
like
team
when
ban.
Z-Break was sitting at the bottom lane, in that shadow amulet, and all of a sudden Nature's Prophet TP's in. Both of them end up getting wiped out. I think Empyrean came in and made matters worse. He ended up going down as well. That draft is underway
10
already,
seconds
though,
remaining.
and it is going to be Arkosh who have first pick.
5
And
seconds
2 base
remaining.
haven't banned out the Nature's Prophet yet. We'll see if they end up giving this one up to Gremlow.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Earth Spirit.
I mean, Earth Spirit incredibly strong here. There's a couple people that run in the mid lane. I don't
Radiant
think
team
I've seen Keenan's Volpus do that yet,
for the
though.
trees.
4VR had an incredible performance in that in BTS Pro 4. I think he was undefeated on it, wasn't he? Yeah, super impressive performance. But yeah, there's the Nature's Prophet picked up right away. Too valuable
10
not to
seconds
grab.
remaining.
Didn't end up getting the shard until I think the very end of the game. If he got it at all,
5
I actually
seconds
noticed it
remaining.
last game.
Dire team pick.
Mars!
Well, not really a Gremlow hero, but you know, you can flex pick this one, put it in the mid lane if you have to. Him and the Earth Spirit for that
10
matter. So they
seconds remaining.
have the ability to mix things up a little bit. No Phoenix to pair with it
5
though, as they
seconds
picked up the
remaining.
Earth Spirit first. Normally those two are picked in conjunction with each other. Now, TOOBASED are gonna have the opportunity to ban that one out if they don't take it themselves. So a pick, 3 bans, and another pick for TOOBASED. They have all the time in the world to ban out that Phoenix or any other combination, you know, with that Mars. They can get rid of Mirana as well. That's something that's played a lot in the laning phase, being able to spear people out of the trees. Arrow lines up with somebody afterwards as they're away from the creep wave. But we'll see. They're going through a lot of the reserve for
Radiant
this
team ban.
first picking phase here.
Shaker.
Take the Earthshaker, which was banned out in the last game. Yeah,
Dire
your thoughts on the
team ban.
Earthshaker? I mean, Z-Freak had a pretty impressive performance on it. We last saw, although minus the one time he walked up his Fisher and dragged his enemies up into his teammates, the Couriers there, which is hilarious to watch. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure he did it for content reasons.
10 seconds remaining.
No way that he would actually make a mistake, Z-Freak God.
5 seconds
And it
remaining.
will actually be him doing the post-game interview, by the way, if they end up winning the series. Oh, if anybody has any questions for him about the last game,
Radiant team
be sure to
ban.
let me know at the end of the game. The end of the series if they don't win this one. But let's be honest here, simply TOOBASED, they're too good. They're on a roll after that last game. There is no stopping them here.
Dire team ban.
Undying, you know, yeah, interesting.
Radiant team ban.
Divine Rapier first item on Medusa, and then somehow managed to win that viably and get away with it. Anyone else is too fragile, too easy to blow up. So that one taken out of the pool. Also paired decently with the Mars. You know, they're stuck inside the arena. One thing I do want to see is Medusa with the Swift Blank. I'm not sure if you saw how they changed that one around. It gives you a lot of damage, movement speed, agility for the duration of it. Yeah, attacks. It's...
Dire team ban.
It's the joke, and you're not a big fan of this one. I like it quite a bit against very heavy magical damage line. It's Spirit and Mars. I think it's pretty good. The two of them just lack enough DPS to actually, well, not DPS, burst damage to bring him down. He's always going to be able to get a spin off and get away, or most of the time. Also breaks out of the Earth Spirit Silence. Is his natural builder of Manta style. They'll probably grab somebody else who builds Manta style here on TOOBASED up against the Earth Spirit, because being able to dispel both the ES Ultimate and the Silence are pretty important. Ricky's a potential pickup here, who is not banned out yet, actually. I know you're a big fan.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
And it's all right in the lane against heroes like Mars. You see it quite often against offlanders like to get up close and personal with whatever safe lane hero they're playing against. So as he gets in the creep wave with the God's Rebuke and to trade some right clicks, harass, you drop the paralyzing cast, you get the maledict off.
5
suddenly you're in a lot of danger.
Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
And Crystal Maiden. Okay. All right. A bit fragile, especially against this lineup here. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's great with the Mars. It's pretty good with the Earth Spirit. The Aura is a long way with those heroes,
10
but
seconds remaining.
you don't counter anything super hard here with the Frostbite. I mean,
5
you
seconds
do
remaining.
You Frostbite the super tree in 10 seconds, which can like really limit Nature's Prophet's ability to split push and shove Tawerton with it. I will say that could be what they're going for here, but there's other options to do that as well.
Radiant team pick.
Death Prophet.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, Monkeys just has a super deep hero pool. I mean, you can play basically everything at this point. The guy's been playing Dota forever. There are some disgusting heroes he plays, like Broodmother as well, which I'd honestly rather not see. But... and now, this is a game between gentlemen and gentlewomen. Dota 2. Yeah, other pickups are absolutely disgusting. So I don't think we did see anything of that this game. Both teams have the counters to Broodmother. You know, got Earthshaker on one side, Death Prophet can deal with it all right, and of course playing against Mars, you can just God's Rebuke away the spiders. So not really an option here. Carry or mid lane are now gonna have to be picked up here in Arkosh. I'm gonna reveal a lot about
Radiant
the map with this
team
next pickup. Grab the OD.
World Devourer.
Which is kind of played everywhere right now, mostly in the mid lane though, and it's right against a Death Prophet if the Death Prophet wants to be playing in the mid. Anybody who doesn't really have to worry about the Soul Siphon does pretty good against the DP in lane.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
I mean, it's just a really good hero on this patch. So, getting rid of that one makes sense. And I guess they're just worried about more early aggression here. So they're getting rid of the like. Beastmaster are still in the pool though.
Radiant team pick.
So see if they grab that one. I mean, they could just run position 1 Nature's Prophet again to Prophet mid and run Beastmaster in the off lane is an option here. So I mean, if Nature's Prophet won in the last game, I see no reason why it wouldn't work again.
Remaining.
Crystal Maiden is all right against the Beastmaster, so just using Frostbite on the boars.
5 seconds remaining.
But last coming out from Arkosh, you want to see Ricky.
Dire team pick.
Terror Blade.
Ten seconds remaining.
Gives you much magic damage to deal with. Pretty good against a lot of the
5
carries left
seconds
inside the pool,
remaining.
though. Hero coming out. Don't really have an amazing frontliner here on 2-base, so either running this Nature's Prophet as a position 1 and then picking a off laner or picking a tanky safe laner is the way to go here.
The sack.
You may now
They don't.
select
They just
your
go all
heroes.
pushing power. Death Prophet and Leshrac picked up together alongside Nature's Prophet. I mean, this could go very well or very poorly for them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that they didn't just first pick Nature's Prophet here on Arkosh, to be honest with you. I thought they'd snag that up right if it ended up getting lit through here. So to let that through, over 2 bases after this game. Here we go. Well, we'll see where they throw their heroes. I mean, they mixed things up last game. They put Boris, who currently doesn't have any
Prepare for
items.
battle.
Crow says Monkey Team. Grimlow Bad Performers. As expected out of Arkosh. Boris, I'm surprised he got items being sent to him right now. I think he just forgot he was trying to get out of base right away. I hadn't decided what items he wanted to grab. Double Fairy Fire Tango, Lightstone, Ironwood Branch. Crow's already out here though. They don't have a huge amount of kill potential. I mean, Go could slow him down, but Palos would have to commit the
30 seconds to
Metamorphosis before the laning phase to actually get enough damage on Boris to bring him down. Even then, with 2 Fairy Fires to fall back on, they might not be able to kill him.
It was your own damn fault.
Gremlin sitting
The
by his
battle
tier 1 tower and
begins.
doesn't want to leave the safety of it, as it is pretty scary out against Monkeys Forever and Empyrean. And Z-Freak with a block. Is this still worth doing? I suppose it is. Yes.
bad.
Over here.
First blood. No. First blood.
He's been an absolute monster in basically every game this tournament. For what? Or sorry, the board. It's it starts at 100 XP, yeah. But there's how much do you get from it? They change it? Interesting. My bad. I thought it was still 100 at the start. They might have scaled it down a little bit. It was a bit ridiculous, especially for now. The mid laner gets half a wave of XP. Top lane.
Impugned.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rushing down Imperium over here. He's taking so at the tier 2. You are forced to get back here on Croak. Any further than that. But top lane going pretty decent for them. Tons of regen here. On 2 base side. I wanted to wanting to touch on the bottom. All these here harass coming out in the afraid to look away even a moment. In the bottom lane, actually opted to go 1 point into the bulwark against the Nature's Prophet Boris here, which deals with the harass on the here. Really interesting. I mean, I do like it. Makes a lot of sense because that he's able to contest the farm, but still pretty far ahead here on the Nature's Prophet. 18 and 7 now. Half
Dire's structures are fortified.
3/4 of a level ahead of Mars, actually. Who very much right now not doing so hot at 6 to the 21 and 7 on the OD. The bottle completed at 4 minutes in. It up.
Stop shaking.
A nice try there. Goat goes down elsewhere though, as people are forced to rotate Crow inside the lane. Dangerous, so he's forever there. He's going for a bottle as well, actually. Got to him right now. And the heavy magical damage is going to come in clutch against Belarus here. It's, you know, I mentioned just all the heroes up the track being picked up against the TB. Magical damage in order to blow up. So him having is pretty important.
Thank you, my beauties.
Cool.
And he's going to get it. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with, and if nobody else can TP down here, I mean, it's just way too much for us. And Pyrian ends up stopped by as well. In fact, this is what I said about Gremlo, you know,
Radiant's
avoiding
bottom tower is
confrontation.
under attack.
Word.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
We're dead, and that's a cold, hard fact.
Contribute very little with how late he got in. And I think
Radiant's
Resonator is still
bottom
within
tower is
a
under
moment
attack.
longer. If he had been able to commit that one on top of that kill, you know, wouldn't have had to commit in. Have gone down there, but that's fine. They're very much needed there for Arkosh to bring back the gold bench a little bit in their favor. But in death, he's accomplishing things here. On this
Radiant's bottom
lane is getting
under
shoved in by the
attack.
catapult. Tower's actually down 1,000 HP. Your tier 2, it just gets into the game.
Strong with the gifts of the earth.
That should, in all honesty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Purge the elements now.
Small minds are quickly broken.
Just like that, net worth lead that simply TOOBASED held is now
Radiant's
completely
top
even.
tower
Top
is
lane,
under
they are
attack.
going forcing up this tower, realizing that, okay, we didn't manage to get any of those kills, but
Radiant's
everybody's
top
forced to
tower
walk all the way
has
back to base rate after taking
Dire's
top.
middle tower
We've got the
is
space
under
for this tower
attack.
with the exorcism.
Warriors of the wood.
I hate an OD here. I'm just bam. 4 seconds, very cool. How about getting banished for 4 seconds? That sounds like a good time, right? Oh. Ooh. Been killed behind us.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Make his life pretty difficult. He's a full wraith band that he's gone. Not that useful here. Usually you get this one a bit more armor under your belt, and this helps you farm a bit faster as well. But it's all magic damage going to be bringing him down here, and that was the logic behind the Leshrac pick, right? And in fact is why they actually didn't max out the Diabolic Edict. They're going for Lightning Storm Split Earth here.
Have a little humility. Two-legged abomination.
The bee god, the board daddy, as you like to call him. Not strangely uncomfortable now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Work you chose to be an awkward person. Interesting. Speaking of awkward, quick position for go.
Dire's structures are fortified.
That soul siphon ain't going nowhere. It's a maiden.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get! Grind me down!
And just like the fight
Dire's
actually
bottom
does
tower
end up
has
going the
fallen.
way of Arkosh, and in
Dire's
fact they get the
structures
bottom
are
tower at the
fortified.
same time. Normally we take
Dire's
the losing
middle
fight to get
tower is
objective
under
elsewhere on the map, but just a botched initiation there a couple of times by Boris, a little bit out of position as he TP'd in,
Dire's
and
middle
it's costing
tower
them
has fallen.
well. In fact, things are not right now. Up 3k net worth. It's just 11 minutes into the game here. Gosh.
It did not take a prophet to see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty happy. Z-Free going down, not great. They want to be getting their blinks on him as quickly as possible. It's very crucial that team fights getting on top of the Terrorblade and blowing him up. When you trade for the offlaner there, you don't hate it. In fact, Grumlow isn't doing that much better than Earthshaker. You look at
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was the harbinger of that.
Z-Free could have stopped go there.
Dire's top tower
Defender.
is under attack.
I think so. That was weird. He didn't have the range. Wasn't paying super his positioning there, but yeah, fight going the way of Arkosh there. Now 4k net worth up, and now on the back foot. I mean, we talked about
Dire's
the
top
importance of
tower
the
is
tier
under
1 tower,
attack.
them taking it so early last game 2-base. Well, who's on the foot now? Arkosh, now it's suddenly very easy for them to invade. So that's what they're doing. Just the courier had brought it out to him. That's flying back to base, and it didn't
Radiant's bottom
because of
tower
it.
is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
To solitude I return.
Crow.
Dire's top
I mean,
tower
everything
has
coming up
fallen.
Arkosh. Tier 1 tower they had in top lane there. Goes the way of Pale Horse. 5k net worth this year. You're going to start to need items to turn this one. You need that Orchid online for Nature's Prophet. You got to get this Yule up on the Death Prophet as soon as possible. You need your Big Dagger and Earthshaker.
Is under
But how do you find a space for this when,
Radiant's
you know,
bottom
the
tower
Arkosh are
is
here,
under
they're invading
attack.
your side of the map.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
I mean, gonna have to route this is the only way that I see them coming out on.
Radiant's
death
middle
after
tower is
death
under attack.
here. This is, you know, the strength of controlling this mid tower. They try to take the fire. Well, the axe, bringing the farm to pale basically there. They died right. There's no way they eat the roach right now. This is a very, very bold move. Yeah. No possessed mask on him either. So, gonna give that one up for now. It's just doing all he can to make up for them dying on the other side of the map. They're trying to farm up that blink dagger like we keep talking about. But still a very long ways off. Only sitting at 960 gold right now.
Perfect!
Listen, talk.
Until the 20-minute mark, it's very difficult, and even then, thanks to Chris, this frostbite, you can always have one of the two super treants from the profit. You have 2 seconds on creeps.
One form falters of their execution.
I'll take that.
Just, you know, trying to farm the dangerous area of the map. If the enemies come up, you know, great, make space for the rest of his team. But again, blink dagger, pretty important. Still a long ways off. Got 17 minutes in the game. Tier 2 neutral will start to drop here, but the 20-minute mark is really simply TOOBASED are waiting for chart on the NP. It becomes a little bit easier. No. Gets himself the Edison
Dire's
thing.
bottom tower is under
Pretty
attack.
him to grab. I imagine they'll give that to the prophet just so she's able to stay alive if they commit onto her.
Your mind is like porridge. How could you have won?
Dire's
I
middle
find
tower
anything,
is under
and
attack.
you know, Indonesia is the map. They don't control anything. You know, even with the new prophet with the map control they should have from this, it's hard for them to do anything. And yeah, oh no, oh, Imperial.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, we actually went in favor of. Wait, it counted, both. It counted the the Airshaker death as well in that last team fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yes, yes, he does. This item is incredible. Tearaway with the metamorphosis for 10 seconds. It's just way too, especially with the Mars arena. I mean, he popped while people are trapped inside the arena. They're forced to walk into the wall again and again as he just rips apart. It is absolutely insane. This is like the big brain item pickup in this game.
Has been killed. Radiant structures are fortified.
Thanks.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. So any that you just drop the arena of blood, it's committed. You just use Terror Wave right
Radiant's
after. I mean, it's like the
bottom
Phoenix
tower is under
combo,
attack.
except with a lot like damage. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime it looks like full engagement, you know, you drop Terror Wave after getting on top of people. suddenly forced back and the fight is
Dire's
reset.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Didn't see this coming. Coin of the realm.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And we're gonna have to investigate.
Dire's
Talk to the
top tower
admins or
is under
something
attack.
afterward.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hey, this is illegal. Are you seeing this? It's barely. I don't even think there's really hitter trans.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They look the same.
Fault. Your spirit leaves your body.
Can they do that?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, look what these small treants are doing to 3 tower. It's down to 1,000 HP. See, they look exactly the same.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Monster kill.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are
This is
under
ridiculous. Oh, the 7K network down there, been able to take a fight in ages. It's 21-7. They just lost their tier 3 tower. And you can just come back and do it again afterwards. And as soon as you open up these tier 2s, so the way it shows naturally, thanks to the range barracks going down, the game becomes much easier. But Arkosh, they're incredibly strong. Once they have BKB, I think it's just game over for this side. Crow's back in.
Look at it go.
The worst is still to come.
Still a very difficult fight. BKB committed there on the last track as well.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
with
is under
speed both
attack.
heavily favoring the side of Arkosh after that last team fight. Gold swing for them. But this game, you can't afford to go down like that on the Nature's Prophet anymore. You need your team to be
Dire's
for you
bottom
while
tower
you
is
continue
under attack.
to shove around the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Speaking of split pushing, you're about to get punished here on monkeys.
This'll come in handy.
2 heroes they lost there, and the net worth XP in their favor. Nature's Prophet doing all he can. Boris shoving out the bottom lane, but right now it's just way too difficult. Complete map domination from Arkosh, and Morphosis just that fight right beside the pit, and before he didn't have the HP to be able to take this, but now we're terribly to push apart.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Roshan has fallen to Radiant. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
I think we are going to hit a point where Arkosh is just too strong. Never mind.
Well played.
I was directly responsible.
Like that, I mean, it's a map over there, no problem at all. And damage from this outworld, I mean, it's absolutely insane. All he really needs is a blink dagger meteor hammer. Once this BKB, he becomes practically unkillable. Death Ward doing basically nothing to him. Is it's still level 1 Death Ward, only doing 85 damage a tick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, OD is a decent agi gain, decent base armor, sitting at 13 despite having no real armor items. He's going for one.
Radiant are scanning.
Easy way out.
You achieve harmony.
90 seconds. Cool.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Dropping
attack.
in as often as he feels. Not a super huge cooldown. Oh, King is now beyond godlike. Fury ends up dropping. Or still beyond god. I mean, you can continue this push here on this Nature's Prophet, but as I was talking about, eventually you're going to get to a point where it just doesn't matter. They're getting so much than you that there's.
Middle tower has fallen.
They're just going to throw their heads against your tier 3s and get your rep.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm not sure how they take this guy down. I mean, they have to get an amazing initiation. I'm not sure their damage anymore. It's damage over time right now. They have no super hard carry. It's Death Prophet with the Exorcism. Some Earthshaker spells to burst them down. Boris was last game with the Mjolnir and the AKB to blow heroes up. He's pushing at this point.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Absolutely. There's so little able to do right now. Take these fights. And like you said, he's on all this gold. His teammates can't find any. It's all them making space for Boris here, who can't decide what the best item is to win this game or how he can win this for his team. BKB that queued up and he does end up grabbing, which saves him from a lot of the OD damage, but it's not going to do anything for him against TB. It's gotta be. Yeah. Probably it's gonna be an Abyssal Blade, get on top of people, stop them getting away from him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bounty.
This'll come in handy.
also punished. Tried to throw out the fish this team, but
Where your heart does not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This OD hero is quite the hero. I mean, Cadence has had a pretty good performance this game, but just showcasing how strong he is. And again, no solutions, no damage to actually bring this guy down.
Dire's bottom tower
He's always going to be able to get an Astral Prison off on himself or be his BKB off and then eventually get away. They couldn't deal with him in the early game. They lost early fights and they cut bowling off the back of it.
A tithe to the impurities.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Backdoor protection came out as that melee max was dropping. Oh no. Now backs against the wall here. And again, that is trying to take advantage of the backdoor protection right now, splitting the waves all they can, but end up losing the melee rack just a moment before backdoor protection ended up kicking in there. This is what I was talking about, though. Eventually, they're going to have such an advantage. They're going to be so much stronger than the heroes on TOOBASED that they can just throw their heads against the wall.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Doing the towers, clearing the game here. Z-Freak potentially setting up on and defend from Boris here. This is a very risky move. Multiple heroes move in to defend from you. The back door I'm talking about. This is ridiculous.
Radiant's
you open up multiple lanes,
attack.
suddenly you can do this.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yep, there it is. That gave me vision. It didn't matter. I wasn't interrupted.
Come!
Yeah, a little bit to the right there. Be very dead. This game would be a whole lot harder. Speaking of make the game harder, Roshan gonna respawn another 5 seconds here.
Regeneration.
Yeah. There it is. Uncapped movement speed. Push everybody back for 2.5 seconds. He's gonna rip people apart with it. But again, you can try to shove the lanes, but even if you shove it bottom, I mean, there's no way that you take down these tier 4s, and at this point, you're so strong here on the Terrorblade that you can just rip through the tier 4s in the Ancient, no problem at all.
To the Radiant.
This'll come in handy.
Bounty.
It works very well with the Aghanim Scepter, that's for sure.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks is Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now they're going
Radiant's top barracks are under
these range racks as well. He ends up denying his own units. Okay. The trees over here. They're gonna find them though.
Deny warriors of the wood.
I mean, they're still in it because the good creep to the actual but he wasn't enough or strong enough for them to actually have potential to end, which
Pull roots and run.
probably the meta. I mean, is he really afraid of getting taken to low HP? Is my question.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
Back to a
barracks
protection,
are under
right?
attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
My blade. You give it life.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Yeah.
top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under
In 10
attack.
seconds is really all you need to be hopeful. If you have the kind of damage Terrorblade pumps out, especially when you're this farmed, and when you have Swift Link to gap that distance, and yeah, it's how to slow people down if it's running away from you. Like that. I hate to say it, but I gotta. They've awoken, metamorphosed with this terror wave. I mean, just incredible gameplay. OD or Terrorblade. They haven't gotten down a single time this game, but well, OD's gone down just prior to that. It your entire base.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chrome. Almost looks like they're gonna keep their making this a 90-minute game right now. Holding all of us hostage. Leveler to things out. If so, they need it. If they even needed it. I mean, they're gonna hold on to this illusionist cape, which makes the most sense to me. It's now expiring. Well, they're not giving up yet here on TOOBASED though. I'm not sure what their way back in the game is. 40 minutes in, 36k net worth advantage here on Arkosh. Is by
Coin of the realm.
Oh, they brought him low, but he did get that sender you mentioned. Just waiting for Earth Spirit to come back up for them to close out this game here, I imagine. I mean, the map is theirs. They can even wait for this next Roche if they choose. I think Crew is AFK. He's just been sitting there for the last minute. Well, 30 seconds. I exaggerated slightly.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant victory.
I mean, Arkosh, I gotta give it up for them. It was an incredible game. They dealt with split pushing the Nature's Prophet, and you know they held on to their heroes the entire time. Didn't give up a kill on either the OD or the Terribly until the